What's up, y'all? My name's Spades, and allow me to introduce myself.
Who's up and coming? Who's got next? This is...
Allow me to introduce myself.
How would I describe my sound? I think a lot of my influence of my sound came from the West Coast, so a lot of people like Kalen, For Real, Blast, Bino Rito, a little bit of New York, Jay-Z definitely kind of shaped some of like how I approach my lines and stuff. Obviously Drake, you know, yeah.
Coach bag, no tag, house stacks, lot of racks. Lately out that I've been eating this is out of snacks. That's exactly how I'm feeling, that's just where I'm at. Cause I go hard, go for it. They be watching cause I'm dressing like a dope boy. Pour the jewel and make a spade when the gold pour. Got a lot of nice things and I want more.
So I'd say what influenced my music kind of came from what I was exposed to growing up. Definitely growing up in a Jamaican household. A lot of dance hall, a lot of like lovers rock and reggae, but really and truly when it comes to like the hip hop and R&B, it was my dad who actually gave me my first hip hop mixtape / CD. Mind you, he like photoshopped a picture of me as a kid in a Halloween costume on the cover, but it went a long way because that was my first exposure to like Maestro Fresh West, Let Your Backbone Slide, like Africa Bambaataa, like a lot of like that early 90s kind of, late 80s, early 90s hip hop kind of influenced me in I guess how I approached the entirety of it, from the looks to the performance and just the sound and the energy of it. That definitely kind of drove it. And then now later on with BET, Flow 935 and certain kind of just like, I guess places that I was exposed to growing up in those early 2000s, that's when like Pharrell, Jay-Z, I'll even say Lil Wayne, those people kind of influenced how I carried myself. But I'll say most importantly, my dad, my parents, and like the city. Those things kind of really influence me because that drives me to make sure I'm making an impact and make sure that I'm representing well. But at the same time, there's like a level of creativity that I'm trying to like reach and trying to convey to people. My process when it comes to making music kind of varies a little bit. For the most part, I do like work alone. So you'll find me just like looking at beats. Sometimes I get beat packs from producers that I'm friends with. Sometimes if I'm looking for something specific, I'll go searching for it. Usually just play it a little bit, freestyle, just kind of really feel a vibe for what I'm trying to do, and then get to writing and building it up from there afterwards. But now if I'm in the studio or I'm with other people, similar kind of situation, except it's more kind of playing off the energy of the people in the room. And especially when there's others, whether it's like the producers or engineers or artists in the room, to be honest, it's just like the energy in that room that I kind of play off in that situation. So yeah.
Hey man, cause I always been paper chasing, and if not, then I'm running through the beat packs.
I think right now, for my answer, my favorite artist would honestly be, I'd say Pharrell, to be honest, because Pharrell just kind of embodies a lot of what I was looking up to when I was younger. Drop It Like It's Hot was probably the first, like, he had a lot of production, a lot of great production before that, but for some reason, that specific song at that specific time just hit me so different. Like, I was on MySpace, like, making my website, and I had that thing on repeat. Like, it was just hitting different. And then the skating, like, the swag, and all just the business and everything that he did. Otherwise, I was just like, I'm trying to be like that guy, because that is, like, a cool guy. But yeah, that was that. Haven't seen him in concert yet. I've seen him like around Toronto and whatnot, but yeah, maybe one day we'll be able to cross paths and I'll be able to tell him how he influenced my life and my career. I guess something that would surprise people, for those that don't know me, would probably be like how deep I am with tech. So I went to an art school on one hand, so that was like one thing, little camera work and videography and whatnot, but it kind of goes deeper than that. Like a lot of times I'll be on YouTube watching tech videos, breaking down like the latest iPhone, Android rumors and all these things and whatnot, but the one person that I've been following consistently on YouTube is this guy named MKBHD. That's a guy. So like if I met him, he's someone I'd definitely be like, yo, I need to shake your hand. But yeah, big tech guy.
Flying 4-1 west, I'm speeding. Got a brand new chain and it's gleaming. All of a sudden, all the pretty girls cheesing. Funny how they go and change like the season.
The biggest mistake I've made, I'll try and say this and like hope that I don't get in trouble. It would probably have to do with like my car or something, because there's definitely been a time or times where, you know, I was kind of in a rush in mom's car, kind of messed it up a little bit, and I had to like, you know, kind of concoct a story so that it didn't sound as bad. But we lived from it. But yeah, the few times that I kind of messed up the car would probably be the biggest mistakes that I've made. The fastest way to make me angry would probably be talking to me in a disrespectful tone, in the sense of like talking down to me. You know what I mean? Because I try and see people on the same level, try and treat people with respect. Sorry. So yeah, if someone talks to me disrespectful, I might not be too happy. Does my family have a nickname for me? Not like a consistent one, but like my cousin once called me Twisted for Robin. And when I was when I was a baby, my parents called me Tumble Bruise because of my size as a baby. I was very large and I guess, you know, kind of durable at the same time. So it's like, oh, if he tumbles, he'll bruise, type of thing. I think a hidden talent of mine would probably be drawing, to be honest. Like if I wasn't doing the music, I probably would have went to a art school and pursued something. I think in like cartoons or like comic books. My drawing style is more cartoony. Again, influenced by like my dad, but comic books, Spider-Man, Marvel, all that kind of stuff. That was like, and manga, to be honest, but those were a lot of the things that I was kind of looking at and copying, and then, you know, influenced my drawing style. But yeah, drawing is something I still kind of do to this day.
Running with me, girl, you won't trip. Got the lights and the cameras. All I need is action. Bring the peach, give me some of that passion. You're the peak of my love, everlasting. You know what time it is when I bring all the cash in.
So I'm an artist, but what I also do is curation. So I'm a curator on my own, but lately I've been partnered with the city of Brampton to bring some wonderful showcases to all the great artists in the Peel region and yeah, just around Brampton and Peel region. I kind of ended up in that situation mostly because, and this dates back to pandemic, so I was sitting on an app called Clubhouse, kind of just like learning, seeing what was going on, and I found that like cities like Atlanta and LA and even New York, like they had people, notable people in the industry just kind of sharing knowledge and information. And like, who was it? Metro Boomin talking about the time that he ran into Sunny Digital and whoever else like at this one spot, and I was like, yo, where is that for like Toronto, but specifically also Brampton? So I took it upon myself to kind of like research and learn, and through that met a lot of dope people along the way who have already like trailblazed in the industry and just for the city and whatnot. So some good advice that I got out of that was to kind of have pride in where I'm from, you know, and just really like use that to my advantage. So that led me to an idea of, you know what, I know a couple people from Brampton. I think I can probably put on like a festival or something. If I hit up like Toby or Roy Woods or, you know, a couple names. So that led me to chatting to the city of Brampton, just like presenting the idea in the best clean business way that I could. And at the time they said that they were still kind of getting back to what they were doing as far as like summer programming. So they gave me a start with curating shows inside of the Rose Theater. So just with that opportunity that I was kind of blessed with, I was like, okay, it's like a starting point, so let me just build this relationship, and from there that's kind of where it like kind of grew and flowered out. I learned like A, kind of putting a show together, and B, just all the things that go into it, and the city of Brampton has been like a great partner in making those things happen. But yeah, they kind of like snowballed. Started with just like trying to put my friends on, got more interest from other artists and other people around the industry. That led to the city letting me put a show together with North by Northeast. And then, yeah, it led to me actually doing that festival that I wanted to do for the city, and it was a great turnout. All of that just really came from wanting to kind of like make a change, and where I saw there was a change that needed to be done, and a lot of great support and effort and interest from people around just believing in what was going on. So that's kind of what drove me to do it and what continues to keep it successful today. Musically, what's happening for me, my current single, 401 West, is still going crazy. Make sure you guys go check that out. Video's still going up on YouTube, you feel me? Running up some numbers. Right now I'm still in the studio. I definitely got some vibes that I've been testing out on stage, so you might see that in the next 2 to 4 weeks. Yeah, definitely just stay tapped in. TC Spades on Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. 401 West is out right now, and just keep tapped in for what we got next. And that's that. I'm TC Spades, and I just introduced myself.
Something special underneath all them layers, breaking that shell. Feel like I already know you so well. It's king size beds up in my hotel. And